To run a successful risk management program and reduce third-party risks, you need to be able to effectively and efficiently manage your vendors. Whether you're monitoring 50 or 5,000 vendors, being able to group and identify vendors by certain attributes can provide a summarized view for each class of vendor status and relationship. Many of our customers have requested the ability to capture additional information so as to better manage vendors within UpGuard. The new Custom Attributes feature allows you to do that. You can now store information about internal owners, business functions, or contract data, including dates to help with vendor management. You can also store high-level and important notes against each vendor pertaining to the relationship and attach a code or identifier to each vendor. This feature will also help in simplifying reporting and analysis by allowing you to export vendor information based on common themes or attributes and avoid the hassle of having to manually synchronize and merge multiple data sources. As additional information can now be captured under custom attributes within UpGuard. Something worth noting here is that UpGuard provides various ways to classify your vendors. For example, vendor tiering allows you to categorize your vendors by risk exposure, and vendor portfolios allow you to sort monitored vendors into different lists, while labels can be used to tag vendors. However, the custom attributes feature is for adding additional information to effectively manage individual vendor relationships using UpGuard. Let me show you how our new custom attribute feature works. Before I can start assigning attributes to my vendors, I need to set them up in the platform. There are two ways to set up an attribute. Under the first and best option, I click on Settings and Vendors. In the section labeled Custom Attributes, I can view and manage the attributes that I have set. To create a new attribute or change an existing one, I'll click on the Edit button. To add a new attribute, I'll click on Add Attribute. In this example, I will create a new attribute for Business Owner. This will allow me to allocate internal owners to each of my vendors. I can type in Business Owner in the field name, and to select the field type, I'll click on the drop-down menu. This provides a list of factors that I can choose from for the attribute. In this example, I choose Set List, which allows me to add a list of values to the attribute. In the box, I'll add the names of owners that I want for this attribute. The second option to set up a new attribute is at the time I monitor a new vendor. To do this, I'll click on Vendors and search for the vendor in the toolbar. Under the search results, I'll click on Monitor Vendor against the vendor I want to monitor. Under the Custom Attribute style, I click on Add Attribute. This will then take me to the page from the first option I previously spoke about, being the Custom Attribute style within Vendor Management. I then follow the steps from option 1. There may be times when I have a vendor I'm already monitoring that I wish to assign an attribute. To do this, I'll click on Vendor and then search for the required vendor. Under the search results, I'll click on the vendor name, which takes me to the vendor summary page. I then click on the Add New Attribute icon in the vendor attribute style. This will take me to the custom attribute style within vendor management. I then follow the steps from the previous example to set up a new attribute or assign an existing one. After this is done, I'll return to the vendor summary page. The attribute information can also be displayed in a structured way on the vendor screen, which can assist with filtering and allow for sorting. To see this view, I'll click on Vendors. In addition to default columns, I'm also given the option to add additional columns to the view via the Show Fields button, which allows me to select additional attributes to display as well as remove existing fields. Each attribute type will be displayed as a separate column on the vendor screen. I note that whilst I can customize the columns, checkbox vendor name and tier cannot be removed from the display. Additional filters have also been added to the vendor screen, which allows me to filter by attribute value. For example, Say I want to filter my vendors based on the business owner attribute I created previously and identify those vendors that have been assigned to David Brown. To do this, I'll click on Apply Filters and scroll down to Business Owner. I'll click on Match Any and type in the name in the search bar and then click Apply. The attribute information can also be exported out as part of the vendor Excel's export. Each attribute type will be shown in a separate column, making it easier for me to conduct further analysis and reporting. Custom attributes allow you to capture additional information about your vendors so that you have a complete view of your vendors in UpGuard, saving you the hassle of needing to store this information elsewhere. This feature provides an easy way to consolidate key vendor relationship information in the form of structured data that can be easily extracted for analysis and reporting. Reporting and analysis will be easier using custom attributes because you can now tag, classify, filter, and sort vendors and easily export vendor information with common themes or attributes. This feature is now available for all UpGuard customers. If you have any questions, please ask them in the Q&A or contact support@upguard.com.